Welcome everybody into an insane series, an absolutely insane series. We are going to be spawning directly on top of the winner of the last game. We have Mentalist from Infinity 7 playing under the ID of ZeNEX.Menta. His opponent is xSix.Sleep, a Zerg player who has done a lot of crazy stuff. Talk about some of his ZVP, management of mutas, the great strategies, the massive, just crazy expanse going down, and now we're going to need to see if he can go ahead and take this victory, because whoever wins this game moves on into the finals of the North American Zotac Cup number 48.
No, I definitely, this is going to be huge. I mean, this is winners take all, best of one at this point, and, you know, I'm kind of leaning towards Sleep a little bit. This map's not as wide open, so...
But with the wide openness actually benefit Sleep in the fact that he can do a ton of run bys and everything. Mentalist would maybe need to go for I think a big 2-base push would actually really benefit him against the style of Sleep, because they just really need to worry about the fact that Sleep can have an earlier metabolic boost, judging by the build that he has been going for, and he'll be able to just go ahead and try and just take the death blow at the third of Sleep, because Cloud Kingdom does have a wide open third with multiple areas of attack. That's kind of what I'm leaning forward for this game, and that makes me fear for Sleep and give the edge slightly to Mentalist in terms of how this game could go.
No, that definitely works for me. And there is your high-low expand from Mentalist. I do like seeing that, I'm actually not going to lie.
And on this map, too, I think that's a very nice move. It'll probably catch Sleep a little bit off guard. Generally on the smaller maps, you don't really see Nexus first, but Sleep has shown to be a very safe player. He's actually gone for a hatchery first. Really, really interesting, because normally you don't go hatch first against Toss because of the threat of cannons and your inability to defend cannons in that point. But you can see how Sleep will compensate for that by following the probe immediately and actually start moving around with this drone in the back to make sure that cannons will not be able to have a complete wall behind them that could shut down this natural.
No, definitely. I mean, that's the only downside to Pylo Expand. You're going to get the quick scout and you're going to get your forge out. You can't cannon harass the Zerg, so the Zerg's going to get that base up like that, and honestly, you know, it evens you guys out at that point.
So here it is. Sleep's working on his queen, and he does not have a any gases yet, so he may just be going for that fast third. We don't see any of the drones moving out for that area. He's just getting up his queens, and he'll probably get down that third third hatchery fairly soon. I would be surprised.
Yeah, he should be actually going for the third. It's very safe. As we always say, there's really going to be no pressure from Mentalist for at least another, what, you think, 3-4 minutes?
At minimum. The earliest time he's going to be able to be aggressive right now is going to be pretty much 7.5, 8 minutes in, depending on how much chrono he spends on his warp gate, because he could theoretically go for some kind of +1 zealot timing, but it's looking like he hasn't gotten his +1 started yet, and that kind of makes me think that he's going to lean towards something else. His cyber's there, but he's going to throw down a pilot to finish his wall too. His infrastructure is just not quite there.
Yeah, his infrastructure's not there. But really, I do like Sleep. Sleep's just going to go double expand out, or, well, expand to his third. And he's going to get everything up and running, get, you know, drone very hard, because he knows he's not going to get hit by anything. And yet again, just gets his creep spread on really early. And I do like that a lot with Sleep. And if he's covering up those hidden spots again that we always say.
And you know what? I think we actually are going to see the +1 4-gate zealot timing from Menta. I feel like it could still hit a little bit earlier, but he's croning out his warp gate. It's a little bit behind from his forge, and that's why he's croning out the cybernetics core, not the forge itself. But he will be able to have 4 gates down. He did put these gates down at pretty much the right timing, but on the clock, I feel like it could have hit sooner if he had just thrown those down a little bit faster. And I'm kind of worried about this, but he does have his probe still on the field and still alive, and this could lead into a very... He's got 2 probes on the field, actually. I like that a lot. He's going to be doing some big gateway pressure onto this game. Twilight Council's even gone down as well, so we can get to a very fast +2. So we could see I would kind of be expecting a Blink all-in, maybe mix in some Immortals or something, but he's got an opportunity for a big gateway all-in.
Yeah, he's definitely got a big opportunity for a gateway all-in. The problem is, though, you got to remember, if Sleep sniffs any of this out, the Roach Warren's already done or just finishing, and there's a DT Shrine.
Oh my god. Well, that's kind of the gateway all-in that could be happening. Now, Sleep did get Spores at 8 minutes in the last game. We'll see if he's going to continue doing that this time around. His Evo Chamber has just started, though, so it's looking like he may actually hit that timing of the Spore Crawlers. And the Zealot, 2 kills in the middle of the field. He does have a +1 attack. No other upgrades going down, so there's no +2 on the Forge Begun quite yet. But Menta does have his wall completely set up. And
look at this, he does see the proxy pylon, so he knows there's something going on, and it's just warping in Zealots, so that's going to tip off the hat right there. Really, I'm thinking Sleep. Slayer's just starting.
Yeah, I really.
He's going to have to get some type of detection.
He's getting a Spore at the 3rd. Good, he's getting the Spore. The problem is it's actually not going to be in time. We're seeing him move around. The DTs are getting warped in from the top. They're getting warped in from the top, and now they're moving down. It looks like the Spore will be able to complete at the 3rd, but these DTs, 4 DTs, are moving to natural where the Spore did just complete, but that could get targeted down very easily. Sleep is going to now get the notification the DTs are there. He's going to try and actually engage them with the drones. That's a losing battle, though, and it looks like the natural will be falling for Sleep.
Oh, he's going to have to figure this out. The natural's going to go down, which is okay. It's actually okay for Sleep. It's going to give him plenty of time to get the lair up. He's got Spores down.
God, DTs kill eggs quickly. Alright, but now we see a drones are drones need to be careful. They're not very good against invisible units that can attack them and kill them in one shot.
And here he goes. He's going up into the...
Going to the main base. We do have 2 queens here. They're going to dive very quickly to a few DTs. They're actually trying to attack the macro hatch too. But if
and there you go. There's the detection coming out. So detection is going to come out, and these DTs are going to die.
Yeah, they're moving down. So he will be able to retake his 3rd. And then we're going to see the death of that DT. And that's officially going to end that DT presence. Sleep does still have a detection at his 3rd, easily in play. And Mentalist has no 3rd quite yet. He did bring back those 2 DTs, so he's going to take his 3rd now. He does have the money for it and everything. So we are going to see basically 3 base versus 3 base at similar timings in the ZVP. And that's not so good for the Zerg. But Sleep has a lot of food count. He's got a lot of drones that he was able to save, and he was forced to cancel on that 3rd base.
Yeah, because even the DTs couldn't have killed that many lings. Those lings would have busted it down just so quickly. And look at this. Mentalist is going for the weapons upgrades again. He's almost done, halfway done. +2.
I like that a lot. Sleep has his +1 melee attack done as well. And he does have his Overlord speed, but he does not have drops. He's also rearranging his Shrine Crawlers quite nicely, but the 3rd is now going to be taken by Mentalist. But the thing is, this could have been done if it wasn't for Sleep being so on top of things with his Zerglings. Mentalist now has too much of an army, though, for those links to actually break the cancel happen again, because Blink is done officially with those Stalkers and everything.
So many roaches, though. And there is Ventral Sack, so he is going for Roach drops, it looks like. Or is he going to go for Baneling drops again?
I don't know. Look at how he's actually playing around. 22 Stalkers and 2 DTs. Pure Stalker DT is kind of like Corsair DT in Brood War.
It is. Good call.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Look at the hidden base from Mentalist.
Yeah.
Up at the top.
Yeah. You know what that reminds me of? Slush versus Fantasy.
It does.
Yeah. So you guys don't know this is actually kind of looking like a game of Slush versus Fantasy and the ESEA of UR versus My Intent in the Ace match. I think it was game 2. But Slush basically lost because he didn't realize that there was a hidden base in the top left. And we could have this similar thing happen to Sleep right now because he has been delayed a fair amount. And now Mental's going to be able to have a surprise economy that Sleep may not be ready for. Look at that one Ling that's emerging alive out of the slaughter of its friends.
Baneling drops.
Alright, we do see that the Vengeful Sax is there. 30 seconds left on those, and then they will be fully operational. Like a battleship.
I'm surprised he's not scouting this out. He's scouting the bottom one with a patrolling wing.
Oh, he is. Will he go to the top left? This Overlord is looking like it's going to make its way to barely miss the top left. That's anticlimactic.
It's like, no. Sorry.
Alright, but Sleep does have a lot of Banes here that are moving into the main base. Looks like they're going to go ahead and just get into some more of those Overlords. They're all making their way over here. And with these Overlords basically filled up. Oh, is one Baneling left behind? No, it does get into there. Yeah, just note the movement speed for Overlords, guys, is actually 1.88, which is less than basically every other Zerg unit, including Hydras. So that is one of the reasons why Stalkers just move around and kite, because they got 2.75 speed, 2.95 speed actually. So there's a significant movement difference between all that. But Sleep's now taking his fourth base. His army is looking to be quite solid, but he still has no idea about the top left being taken. Look at how close he was to seeing it too.
Yeah, I mean, it was very close.
The good thing for him, though, is that there's only 4 probes mining there.
Yeah. But look at that. Sleep's got a Ovi in there. He's getting a full scout. He sees the Robo Bay researching. He knows what's underway.
He knows if you've been sleeping. He knows if you've been bad or good.
Are you really busting out the Santa reference?
I feel like
totally
it. Okay.
is.
Looks like we might see a little bit of an engagement, because now we're watching them pushing forward, and they're seeing...
No, he can't engage
he
there.
Can't.
He has to engage in an open area where the Lynx can get a full surround. Oh, look!
He's found it. He's found it. So Menta will not be able to make use of this top base for much longer. It looks like he may try and force an engagement there, though. We're going to see that the Lynx will get caught off guard, so he's got to be really careful. Menta could actually blink down and try and engage, but they're going to see the force field is going to lock in a couple of those Lynx. They'll get barbecued, unfortunately, for the Zerg.
It's very much a surprise. Oh, never mind. So I was going to say, you don't see Sleep maxed out yet, and when you see Mental, it's very close to maxed out. But then all of a sudden, you just see Sleep bust out 32 Lynx and 47 Banelings.
Yeah. Alright, so you have...
Go ahead.
I was going to say there's a ton of Stalkers, and that's it.
I was gonna say, at this rate, we should be busting out the Baneling song.
No.
Because there's just too many of them.
God, how many actually are there? There's 71 Banelings. Oh my
See, I
God.
told you! Baneling song, go go!
71 Banelings, that's so many Banelings.
I know, how about this? You make your own Baneling song. Bust that out every time there's a
And here you go,
huge
he's
amount of
actually
them.
going to go try and engage this one. But Sleep just got so many.
But look at that.
Oh
losing
my
Ovies,
gosh,
though.
those overlords. That's 3 full overlords that got killed.
Now we're seeing pushing forward. We are seeing that
Bosses are in the back.
they don't move as quickly as the Stalkers. They're getting punished for that. We see a lot of... Oh, we can see so many bases dropping on top of the entire army. That blink by Mentals may be horrible for him. In fact, it isn't horrible. Look at all those Banelings connecting. Roach is going to move in and start whittling down that Colossus. And Mentalist is going to lose so much, but he still has a lot of Stalkers coming in. He's now pure Stalker, but as far as the resources lost go, look at Sleep. 71 Banelings are now dead. No matter what, if they did damage or not, they are still dead. And that's taking a lot from the wind of Sleep. I mean, Sleep wanted to kill the entire army with that. The fact that there's still 9 Stalkers is really bad.
He's making Corruptors, which really isn't a great thing right now. Because there is no Kolos on the field.
He only has Laratech too. There is no Hive. And now we're going to see him running around. He's got all these things. Going to try and shut down this fourth base. He should be able to get the kill on it, actually. There's not that much else that's there. So he should be able to immediately retreat after getting down that next one. He may just go ahead and lose all those things anyway.
Oh, he runs away.
Still loses a fair amount, though. And now trading is bad for him. He's back down to 3 bases. And that is not so good for him.
No, he needs to get another macro hatch up, because he's actually got a lot of minerals and a lot of gas. So.
Yeah. Colossi are being reproduced by Mentals. He's going pure Colossus Stalker right now, basically.
And here you go, a lot more roaches underway. 13 more banelings, so we're gonna have a little bit more baneling drop action.
Yeah, but
DT was warped in. Here he comes. He's coming across the map.
yeah, he's just we see his image chilling over there. We have a DT in the bottom right just chilling. We also got this DT over here that is making its way.
Oh, he's going for the spines, but sorry, dude.
Yeah, that's a losing battle for him. Gets poked to death over here. We do see that Sleep will be taking this base over here. We're going to watch this. Yeah, there's a death of that larva as it does go off creep. Okay, so
and Sleep's looking to get. Well, Mentas is looking to shut this down again.
I like how Menta blinks on the high ground to get vision of the Naga tower to make sure that there's nothing seeing that. And look at that blink, the cancellation time even after the blink of Menta. Nice little move by Sleep to make sure he doesn't lose all of that. But right now, Menta's looking like he's got a distinct advantage in this game. Look at Sleep. He's actually getting groove spines for his Hydras. He may be prepping for a Hydra Doom drop because there's not much else that he can really do. As far as a direct army engagement goes, bad move to get Hydras against this Colossus army. Oh, this one Colossus maybe over? Never mind.
I'd like to see a Hydra Doom drop in, like, the main.
That'd be great. Because right now, Menta's basically maxed, and basically scratch that, he's max. He's 197. That's max. For all intents and purposes, that's max.
More Archons.
Yeah, we're going to see a toilet coming in from him fairly soon. We do see that he's got a lot of stuff on the field. And a DT to shut down this expansion on the left too. And it's not going to move up to the top. It's actually patrolling the top left and the mid left bases. Sleep's got a DT to contend with also in the bottom right that has 9 kills. So I wonder if those are all drones trying to expand down there or not. But whole point is he's being contained. Menta is now just cannoning up. He does not want to die to anything silly.
No, he's... Wow. That is a lot of cannons.
Yeah, Menta is continuing to run around.
Oh, here you go. He's pushing the... He's pushing the fourth asleep. This is actually not the best engagement because it's actually a little bit more wide open.
We're seeing pushing forward. The Banelings are going to start dropping down on all of those Stalkers. No more blink for them. There's a whole lot of Banelings actually doing a ton of damage. Sleep has got a huge lead in the food count now. What happened? The Hydras are still alive, and he just crushed.
All the Corruptors just took down everything.
Oh my god, that engagement for Sleep was beautiful. He can now take out this DT and expand to the left, and that is so what he should be doing. But he is not going to do that. Maybe he's going to deal with that one in the bottom right. No, the DT is actually being sent up. So this DT is going to move in and try to deal some damage and encounter a bunch of Hydras, right? He's going to counter a bunch of... Sleep.
Sleep.
There you go. Sleep is no longer sleeping. He's now killed the DT, and he can now expand to the bottom right. But we got a big force of Stalkers from Menta. God, that blink just did not work out for him. He tried to juke the... Yeah, he tried to juke the Baneling bomb, so it just didn't work out the way it was supposed to for him.
Well, no, when he blinked, his blink was up, so... I mean, it just... literally, that's not what you want.
Yeah, this is looking crazy. We have a changeling sitting here at the mid-right to look for any more expansions from Menta. But Menta is now prepping for his mothership and everything. If you look in the main base, we do see that that mothership is going down.
There's only 3 Archons. That's not enough for a toilet.
It really isn't. And the thing is, Banelings in an Archon toilet kind of reverse the effects of the Archon toilet. They kind of kill off the Archons once you get, what is it, maybe 24 in there, and Sleep has that count. He has a count to kill off the Archons inside the toilet before the Archons can kill off everything else in the toilet.
Yeah, no, I definitely do that. And look at this. There is the scout of the 5th base for Mentalist, so Sleep knows it's there.
Yeah, Menta's got to assume that the mid-right base is being taken. We see a DT is making its way down there too as well. This other DT kills off that changeling on the mid-right as well, so...
And here comes DT's down to the
The link count there, they will accomplish nothing. There we see this DT fall without a struggle. Chainlink is just sitting there as a scout, but now we're going to see a lot of Sleep's armies moving forward. Menta and Sleep are very close to engaging right now. There's a lot of roaches in here, a lot of roaches, a fair amount of hydras, and the Colossus count is only at 2, but the Mothership is in play, and that is a big deal.
But Mothership does not have enough energy.
Cancellation in the top left as well. And mid-right is third of the way done for Menta. We have another D team going to go down to the bottom right, but there's an Overseer and those links still there. And now we have Mining from Sleep in that area as well. He's doing a good job of just making sure that his bases are covered quite literally. And all the expression aside and all that, his bases are covered.
Oh, definitely. But here's the sharking around. 3 Hydras, 3 Hydras, 3 Colos, and here comes the engagement. No?
Or maybe not, or maybe yes. This is the exact spot that was kind of the downfall of Menta's first push. Now we're
and this is a lot of Archons.
Oh,
there's enough for a toilet here.
Will we see that there is enough energy for the Vortex? We're waiting for the Vortex to go now. It's going to be a really key thing. We see the Cardinals are going to try and engage there. Do we see the Vortex? There is the Vortex. It has now been thrown. There's the Baners are going after the army, not after the... Oh no, the entire army was went in there. And look at, there is the GG getting called. Sleep gets killed in the final battle in very entertaining manner. And there we go. Let's go ahead and take the fact that Menta just won its amazing best of 3. Super props to him. Big props to him. That was an incredible series. The Mothership was so close to getting killed by the Corruptors, but very well done. We are now going to the finals. IS Mentalist is going to be